Okay, so now we are going to finally do, I'm gonna see how many more I can do, because I have enough to do more of these, but we're gonna do the Mancera layering combinations. Now, let me just say that these are it's kind of tough to do, because, Mancera is so strong. So it's hard to find things that will, to pair with them. So I don't know if I'm going to do them all, because some of them are just going to be very difficult to, um, you know, do a good, get a good, uh, difference, get a real combination. So this took a little bit of time, a little bit of thought. And so these are very, I wanted to go with things that were kind of fall Mancera. So we're going to say these are fall Mancera combinations. Why? Because, we all about to fall right now. And so we're going to start there. And then the other thing I tried to do was I tried to make sure that I used something that was inexpensive, very affordable. A couple of them aren't. And the reason why some are body mist and things like that, because I didn't want to be doing like one of those layering combinations where everything is so fucking expensive. I just don't think that makes sense to me. And I know that's crazy, but it just really doesn't make sense to me, because I'm not going to tell somebody, oh, this is good, and then not go and buy a $200 bottle to go with it. No, I'm going to take this $200 bottle and find something inexpensive to blend it with. And then that's where we're going with this. From Bath and Body Works to just regular affordable fragrances. So that was the vibe that I was going for when I did this video. I was really looking for things that weren't that expensive to enhance these fragrances, or change them up, or make it a really good, interesting vibe. There's there's like one, there's one that isn't, but but most of these are very inexpensive. Now let's start out with Amber Fever. It's that time of year we do amber. This is that boozy amber that we love from Mancera, right? So let's say what we're going to do with Amber Fever. All right, so now Amber Fever, let me just go on with my perennial one that I love, that I tell everybody. If you're a Mancera person, Amber Fever and Wild Cherry. Y'all know, Amber and Cherry, come on now. They already say this gives BR540 vibes. And then you got this bright Wild Cherry. So you're going to have a cherry amber. It is going to be delicious on the skin. You're going to smell so good. Now, the thing with this is do the Wild Cherry first and then spray the amber on. And you're going to have to do 2 ambers to 1 Wild Cherry, because Wild Cherry is strong as hell. All right. So now let's continue on with Amber Fever and the fragrances I have for it. Okay, so I have 3 to go with this one. So I wanted to have at least 2. So we have Amber Fever. And now we're going to start with the Bath and Body Works, which is Sunrise Woods. So this one has creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, and cozy cashmere. So this gives off this like very kind of, the berries shine through in the beginning, so you kind of get this berry ambery vibe, and it actually just really vibes together. So it gives you this kind of cozy, berried, amber, boozy vibe. Can't go wrong with that. So yeah, this is Sunrise Woods and Amber Fever. Then we have this one, which is, and this is gonna be like, you'll be like, what the hell did you just do? I went with Amber Fever and Korloff Majestic Tuberose. For some reason, I wanted to try an Amber Tuberose, and I like it. So these are the ones that I worked off of. So yeah, this becomes, because this is a kind of a spicy tuberose, and then as it dries down, it becomes very tuberose forward. So these together give you the sweet, but it's not bubblegum sweet. So the amber gives it the sweetness, but it's not a bubblegummy sweetness like velvet vanilla. This is a very tuberose sweet amber. So that is Korloff Majestic Rose. And then finally I came up with this one. Oh my goodness. This is Shalimar Soufflé Intense with it. Now, Shalimar Soufflé Intense is a lemony pound cakey vibe, right? So this becomes a amber lemon pound cake. I know I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that one. It's an amber lemon pound cake, and it is so divine. And then you got a little booze in it, so it's like a boozy lemon pound cake, ambery lemon pound cake. It just really vibes really nicely because I love Shalimar Souffle Intense. It is that lemon pound cake. It's very much, you know, that Shalimar vanilla, which plays well with the good amber. So that is Shalimar Souffle Intense with Amber Fever. Okay, so let's now go into a classic scent for fall. And let's talk about Oud Cafe. And the reason why I say that is classic because, honey, everybody wants to wear a little coffee vibe. Everybody's pulling out their intense cafes, which we know is not a vibe for me. I still might get Ristretto, but anyway, let's go with Oud Cafe. Oud Cafe is, of course, this really beautifully well-blended coffee with oud. The oud is very subtle. I won't say subtle, but it blends really well with the coffee. It's not in your face. It's just a well-blended oud. I've talked about it before because I've talked about all of these, right? So, Oud Cafe. Now, here's where we're going with this. We're going to do Cashmere Kumquat by Correz. Let's talk about why these go together so well. This is a really cozy cashmere coffee. You know what I'm saying? This has that like very cozy. It's got a Cashmere Kumquat, of course, has a slightly floral vibe in the beginning, but it really does dry down to this really cozy cashmere vibe. And then you add the Oud Cafe, so it's just like a cozy, just, you know, chill vibe. This is definitely something, okay, fellas, I'm gonna need y'all to wear this one too. This is definitely something that will smell delicious just hanging out. You know, this is fall. This is coming up on winter time. Now, some of y'all live in warmer climates, but for us winter people, us cold climate people, we know we're going to be in the house a lot, right? So this is perfect for in the house. This is perfect, like just, let me give y'all some game. This is perfect. Like if you are having, you know, you've been dating for a minute and now y'all kind of doing that winter cozy chilling at home. I won't necessarily say Netflix and chill, but you know, you might be having a home date because it get cold and we want to cuddle, right? So this is perfect cuddling. This is perfect for the cuddle. Perfect, male and female. Perfect for the cuddle. So now the other one we're going to do with this is Al Haramain's Rawa. Now, this is a coffee fragrance too, but this has coffee and almond, and it's got this floral vibe to it. So this becomes coffee heaven with a little floral in it. And the coffee, because it has this almondy floral vibe, it doesn't become just like, oh, you done poured some coffee and spilled it all over yourself. No, it has this subtle floral in the beginning, and then you get this beautiful, well-blended coffee smelling like a coffee drink from Starbucks or your favorite you know, coffee bar. And you know, it's just like, oh, okay. So this is Oud Cafe and El Haramain's Rawa. So there we go with Oud Cafe. All right, next up, Vanille Exclusive. I love a good vanilla. Y'all love a good vanilla? This has a slight, ooh, you can see all the vanilla dripping out of this thing. I'm gonna start using her up, because look at that. When you see that darkness, that's that vanilla. Okay, so anyway, baby, she's gonna be used this year. Okay, so this is a class, it's like a vanilla. It's got a little peach note to it. It's a little fruity vanilla. Slightly peppery on the beginning. I don't know where that peppery vibe comes from, but there is a slight peppery vibe to it. So here's where I went with this. We went with the Bath and Body Works. This is Dahlia. Now Dahlia is discontinued, but you could still find her, and hopefully she might show up at SAS, and if so, grab her. So this has Dahlia petals, crisp pear, praline musk, and whipped tonka bean. I think there's some pear in this one, if I'm not mistaken. So they really pair well together. It's just a really classic sexy girl vibe. So this is a sexy girl vibe. You got that deep vanilla, and then you're going to put on this. You're going to add this on. Yeah, this is good because this has a lot of pear in it. And then you get that tonka bean. So these work really well together. So that is Vanilla Exclusive and Dahlia by Bath and Body Works. Now, the next one is, this is a vanilla combination for your ass. This is Vanilla Exclusive and Arti Positano, which is Vanille Fleur d'Oranger by La Maison de Vanille. So this one is very orange blossom, kind of creamsicle-y vibe, but on a very sophisticated, elegant vibe. Add this together, you're going to wind up with, hold on, I just saw something I said here. Oh, okay. Okay. I have little notes to myself, sorry. So yeah, this is a really delicious kind of orange vanilla, creamsicle-y vibe. And then the vanillas are a little bit different. So then they pair together and you really get this really delicious vanilla. So this is Vanilla Exclusive and Arti Positano by Vanille, La Maison de la Vanille. Think what you're saying, girl. Think what you're saying. Now, let's talk about Oud Exclusive. Oud Exclusive is this really, it's a rose oud, and it's kind of intense but quite lovely. I really do like it. It's one of those things that I have to be in the mood for. I might do an underrated Mancera one too, but I got a few more I want to get before we really dive into it. But Oud Exclusive is so delicious. It's a very in your face sexy vibe, because it's got that rose and oud combination. It's got a little saffron in it. So here's where I went with this one. So the first one we're going to take Midnight Amber Glow with it, because then this gives it a little softness, makes it a little more sweet, whereas this is not sweet per se. It's a little spicy, little oud, very rosy, like a oud rose, but this gives it a little sweetness, makes it a little richer, makes it wear a little bit more I want to say fall-like as opposed to winter. It gives it this like really cozy fall vibe to it. So that is Midnight Amber Glow with it. Then I wanted to up the rose, so I went with Rojas Secret de Rose Rose Intense. So this is the two I did, and the way this worked was that this gives it a rosy vibes, but it still stays spicy and woody, because this is what Oud Exclusive is. Has a rose, spicy, woody side vibe. But when you add this, add like extra, because Oud Exclusive is strong. It gives it a more rose, so it amps up the rose vibe, and so it becomes a little more rosy. But this rose is not. If you know anything about me talking about this rose Intense is not that super green. It has this real fall kind of rich rose vibe to it, but not a jammy rose. So that's why it will really enhance the rose and make it just hang out. Now this one is actually not for me, but I'm giving it because this is a good one for the fellas. I like these separately, but together they lean a little too masculine for me. And that's with Liquid Amber. Oh man, this smells so good together, but it leans just a little too masculine for my personal taste. Now, for other ladies, you might like it. You might like it. If you've got these two, try them, because it leans a little masculine, because this is of course a spicy amber, and then you got this kind of spicy woody vibe, oud rose vibe going. So it leans a little masculine for my personal taste, but it smells wonderful. It's a really sexy vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's going vibe on your skin. And gentlemen, don't be surprised when women do it. You wear this together. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So those are the combinations with Oud Exclusive. Okay, we back. Now, excuse me, but one of the things I'm trying to do is in between put things away because I want to keep my space looking good. And when you pull things out, you should put them back, but usually they all get stacked up. And then, so now I'm doing this like in between thing. Not that y'all needed to know that, but you know who I am. I just, I want to share. I want to make sure you understand the inner workings of what's happening. Because that whole, oh, we're so perfect, we're a YouTuber, our stuff is so perfect, and then they always whine and cry about when it ain't perfect. It ain't perfect all the time, y'all. So anyway, let's go. Oh, I was about to stop. Okay, so here we go. Next one is Coco Vanille. Now, Coco Vanille, we know I need to get a new bottle of her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new bottle. She's a stunner. She is well loved. People love to wear her. Hold on for a second. Okay, she is well loved. She's this peachy coconut vibe. And yes, you can wear her in the fall, child. She is so good. I mean, this is a really fabulous fragrance. So I just wanted to enhance the peachy coconut vibe because the coconut is good. I want to enhance the peachiness. So I did it 2 different ways. I did this with Pretty as a Peach by Bath and Body Works. This really enhances the peach in the beginning, right? So it really gives you this pop of peachy goodness. So that's how Pretty in the Peach works. Then I use the Only One Essence by Dolce & Gabbana. Now, in the beginning, Coco Vanille is just in your face, ain't playing with you. But the way Coco Vanille normally reacts is that as it dries down and becomes more coconut, you lose the peach. Well, this intensifies the peach on the back end. So Pretty as a Peach is like the front end intensification, and then the Only One Essence is that back end intensification of the peach. So as you wear it, you get this really rich, glorious, peachy vibe to it. It becomes very plush. It's like this very plush peach. Whereas, with Pretty as a Peach, it's like that bright, cheerful, this is more of a peach cobbler. Not really, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that like deeper, richer peach cobbler. Whereas Pretty as a Peach is more like, oh, summertime peach, I'm biting into a peach, and that's how it smells. So those are the different ways you can intensify the peach in Coco Vanille and really smell like a delicious dessert. So that is the Coco Vanille vibe. Now we know, start right here. Now we know that the it note of the season is cherry. Everybody, cherry, 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 cherry. Right? Well, I'm going to hit you up with my favorite cherry, which is wild cherry. Now, this is the cherry. I need to get another bottle of this one, too. This is that cherry that if you just want to have a bright cherry on, I know the Burning Love Fest picnic basket thing, and then you got the venom, the Poison of Love. Let's just call it the Poison of Love by with Navitus that Polina Shar did. I get it. Those are the new ones. Everyone wants to talk about but let's just talk about the classic. This is wild cherry. This is, if you just want to smell like a cherry, get this. I love this. Like, if I'm in the mood just to smell like a cherry bomb, wild cherry is it. Okay, so let me tell y'all how I did this one. I was about to give y'all another one, but it's discontinued, so I won't give y'all that one. But if you have Dancing Roses, throw it in with some wild cherry. You will kill the masses. Just throwing that out there for the people who haven't. That was a sidebar one. Okay. So let's talk wild cherry. This one first is, everybody want to do that cherry almond. Okay, I got you. This is Kiss Me Intense by Nicolai. Now, this is a little more expensive. Go for the 30 ml. This is one of my favorite almond vibes. She's just so pretty. She's so gorgeous. Now, let me be honest. Wild cherry is tough. So it take a lot to like really enhance. So here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Hold on, let me get here. Okay, I gotta be honest. This is what you gotta do. You gotta add the almond blossom lotion, or if you have any almond, very strong almond vibe, do that. Now, if you got an almond, and because you really gonna have to amplify almond, because the cherry, wild cherry, will just overtake it. So I have like my Perlier almond shower cream, almond blossom, wild cherry, then Kiss Me Intense on top, and then you get this beautiful cherry almond vibe. I know that's a lot to do. Now, even if you don't have Kiss Me Intense, don't worry. If you do the almond blossom, if you do almond blossom with some, you know, it'll give you the same vibe, because you're really trying to enhance that almond, and you're gonna have to put layers of it to compete with the wild cherry, because wild cherry is tough shit. Tough. That's a tough one. All right, so here is the almond vibe. Now, I decided to go with something a little different. So I went with wild cherry with Asian Fatal Intense, which is like a spicy, slightly vanilla vibe, right? So I wanted to do like a spicy cherry vibe, you know, spice it up. Now, once again, this is not going to pull it as far as I want it, right? But it's going to give it some good vibes. So what I added to this is I added Wicked Vanilla Woods body lotion. You're going to do a vanilla, you know, shower cream or shower, you know, like OGX. Put this on, and then do your wild cherry, and then put the Fatal Intense, because you're kind of layering and sandwiching all these spicy kind of vanilla vibes in it. So this is going to give you that spicy vanilla cherry. Boom. I'm telling you, these are fire. I might wear this tomorrow to work. This will be good at work. Yes, I might be wearing this to work. Okay. All right, y'all. So that was it for the wild cherry combos. Now I got this a wild card of a combo that just came out of nowhere. I was messing around yesterday. If you watched my empties videos, and if you haven't, why haven't you? I played with these, and oh my goodness, these are my favorite Manceras. And why have I never decided to put them together? But I did, y'all. I did. And this did something for me. This is wild motherfucking python with some roses motherfucking greedy. Now, wild python is the stronger of the two, but this gives you this white floral rosy gem of a fragrance. Oh my God. 1 to 2 of the roses greedy. Bitch. Hose. I'm telling you, if you have both of these. Oh, this is the one I gotta get rid. I'm finishing up. I was like, what's going on? I have another bottle. And then I'm finishing up this with 2. Hunty. I think I'm gonna be wearing this with 2 a lot in the next few weeks. We just gonna finish her off. And that's it. That's it. Hose. I hope you enjoyed this, because this was tough. If you have some Mancera combinations, go and put it in the comments. Let me know about them. I got a few more I want to get, you know, because I really want to do this right for y'all. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all time. And as I always say, hoes in the house. No, I don't say that. Okay. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. This hoe is out the door.